Welsh Gymnastics is fully committed to equality, diversity and inclusion. So our club structure is such that we literally are working to grow from the bottom up. And some clubs offer an inclusive programme and other clubs offer us a disability-specific programme so that each gymnasts with disabilities have the opportunity to develop through the appropriate pathways depending upon their ability and their confidence to do gymnastics.
So all of our coaching qualifications at the moment run through the UK coaching framework, which means that people can apply for reasonable adjustments. They can work with us, share with us what support they feel they need, and we would work then with First for Sport to ensure that anybody with a disability is able to go through the level 1 and 2 education programme. When we move to level 3, 4 and 5, we will work closely with British Gymnastics to ensure that there's also reasonable adjustments there for people with disabilities so that they can progress on their coaching journey to level 3 and beyond.
So we've worked really hard with the technical panels for the disciplines to make sure there's competition opportunities across the whole pathway, from grassroots through to performance. Our next challenge is to challenge above where we're at the moment, so challenge the international federations and British Gymnastics to ensure that those children and gymnasts have the opportunity to compete at international level.
We've got quite a big catalogue of GFA, so grassroots competitions. There's a level for children with any kind of complexity to compete at. They can compete either within the inclusive section with specific routines written for them, or they can compete as a child with a disability within the mainstream. That's a choice they make with their club and their coach. But across all our GFA competitions, there's that option. We've also got a disability specific section in what we are calling our Annette Brown Women's Artistic Competition, which is really well attended. This year we ran it, we had 200 participants, and I think 4 or 5 were children with disabilities. There's a need for that sort of level of competition that's totally inclusive across the board. All our disciplines are fully inclusive now. There's an option for children with any complexity or disability to take part and just be part of the day as well.
There's a lot more opportunities for gymnasts with disabilities to compete now than there was perhaps a few years back, and definitely more opportunities with coaches who've been able to get involved in gymnastics and inclusion.
Trampolining has impacted Malika's life massively. Physically, it's made massive difference to her coordination. Emotionally, it's helped with mood swings. Mentally, it's helped with her memory a lot. She's having to memorise routines and new moves. It's made a massive difference in every part of her life.
Gym for me isn't just about winning medals, it's not just about participation. Every child that takes part in a competition does so because they have an end goal, if it's to stand up from a forward roll, if it's to do some big fancy move on the floor or on an aerobic floor or whatever. For me, watching them achieve is enough, and that's what drives us. And if I can offer it and make it available to more people, then that's what I'll do.